All right, behind the sail with our first intern, official intern, Marcus Caligari. Pretty cool, man. You're being an intern. We're gonna get into like a little bit about how you got here and the process. You're doing something that I wish I had, right? The opportunity of doing. What got you to kind of get to this place where you wanted to do an internship? Because you're in your third year of school, correct?
Going into my second, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you want to count credits in there, but...
I'm counting credits.
Sure.
Technically speaking, you're going to be a junior?
Yeah, junior.
There you go. So you've look at that. You're the most responsible intern I've ever met. You're right up there.
I mean, listen, I've seen a lot of... my dad has a lot of hindsight, and a lot of his buddies do, like, insurance, and they're in fields that are really similar. And I was like, let me put myself 10 years ahead. What's an industry that I want to be in that's not only gonna like be a good income, it's a good industry. You know, insurance is not, I mean, it can be slimy, but it's in essence you're helping people, right? It's a good like service that you're doing. You're helping protect people, and it's like it's a good industry, and it makes it's something that I saw myself doing down the line.
Dude, 4 months in, 4 weeks into it, you already got the sales pitch down, man. I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, I mean, what do you think? So you did it, and let me ask you, you're at FSU right now, currently. Has this been something that you looked at, maybe you're going to, because of this experience, maybe getting into risk management at all? Is that something you're looking into? I know you've always been curious, you mentioned before, about getting to insurance specifically, but now that you're here kind of on the front lines, does it change your perspective at all?
Absolutely. I think that coming here was gonna help me decide what route I'm gonna take in college. I was in between a couple majors. It was like accounting, risk management. I was in digital media before, so I was in journalism, completely different than insurance. But being here has helped me realize that like risk management is gonna build a good foundation to go into insurance, which is obviously now I figured out what I want to do. And so yeah, I mean, I guess I credit Jag to helping me discover my major, and here I am.
Well, I'm going to take credit for everything.
Really?
Because we're on camera, so I'll do it right now. I'll take credit for everything. I mean, one of the things I regret, and again, I think I went to, which is my gripe with the universities in general, and I went to a great university, FIU. It's just me personally, when I was going through the process, it was almost like studying just to kind of pass, right? I wasn't really kind of immersed in the literature and how to learn how to pass, not actually grasp, kind of get a better feel of what I was going to do in the next level. I'm curious to know, when you go back, having this experience in the quote unquote real world, right? And then studying risk management, how that's going to click. I got a feeling it's going to click a little bit more.
I would agree. That's kind of what I was thinking was, I feel like when you're reading things in a textbook, especially about an industry like insurance, it may not click as well versus if you're actually going to be in the office, you're going to be working with producers working, that talk to underwriters, that talk to account executives, and kind of like the concepts that you learn in the book to actually apply them into to the office world, right? And as an insurance, you get to just like to pick up how like the gears turn and how everything has its place. And so I know that when I go back and I actually start studying this stuff in a textbook, I can think like, okay, well, this is how this gear turns, and this is where it says in the book, and it kind of everything starts lining up.
It makes sense, right? It's not theory, but it's practical and how you're gonna actually execute it.
It's practical.
Going through it, I know you worked with different departments here at the office. Any favorites so far? Any favorite experience?
Honestly, I love spending time with the producers. I've learned a lot from Dante and Kevin specifically. I like to go there after lunch and just kind of like look at what they do, and I kind of like envision myself doing something similar. So it's kind of cool that I get to see guys who are young and who are really like hungry, getting after it, and something that I see myself doing in the future. But I won't diss the other departments. I spend a lot of time with account executives and the techs. Yeah. Shout out to Javi. Javi taught me so much about how to like how like the systems, the underlying systems of insurance, like how they work, and he taught me a lot about that. And just I love all the account executives and all the techs. Like they've been super nice to me, and they give me a good idea about what like JAG's about, like what the community, what the family's like at JAG. They like embody that really.
I love that. Again, the fact that we connected through Doug, your father as well, and being able to come here, and you're our first intern. So the fact that maybe our my expectations are a lot higher now for any future interns. Yeah. So shame on them. That's your fault, man. I get mad at anybody else in the future, because just like your work ethic and being able to be open-minded and do it. So many kids your age right now, they're hanging out at the beach. You know, like they're just literally hanging out at the beach. Not like you're using the summer off of school to be so productive. I'm excited for that. Like I think it's so important for everybody to do experience that. You got a leg up. Dude, I'm telling you right now, you go into risk management, or even when you want to do it or not, and you want to continue this path, you got a job with us. You know, you can come back whenever you want.
I appreciate that. That means a lot that you would like extend that. And I came here kind of open-minded. I have no experience in this field. Like no one in my family, no one at all. And people are like, "Oh, bro, like how'd you get into this? Like, you have no reason to be here." But I'm like, I see the owners and I see everyone working in the office, and like these guys are winners. You know, these guys, like, they go in there, they know what they have to do, and they get it done, and they do it really well. And that's just the type of guy that I want to be. And so that's like the kind of the path I'm taking. And I'm starting young, but I'm starting young for a reason.
No, I mean, but that's even more kudos to you. I mean, I think I didn't start figuring out what I wanted to do till I was like 25. I was a late bloomer compared to you.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's too late. You just turned 20 or you still 19?
I'm 18.
Oh my God, it's even crazier. I can't believe that.
Yeah. I turned 19 in August.
Dude, so I mean, I always looked at it like the 20s is like that age where you kind of have to like figure things out. And I'm rating it based on my skill, right? But you're doing it so early and you're getting different experiences, you're going to be legs up on everybody else. So it's so valuable, this kind of experience. Mm-hmm. So when you go back to FSU, can we do a little like Instagram live checking in from risk management school?
Of course.
I think I'm not a risk management major, so I'm sure when you start studying the actual text, maybe you could tell me stuff I'm doing wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll be giving the owners pointers.
Yeah, tell me, what's the textbook say again?
Yeah.
But show me pictures, man. I've already passed the school stuff. I want to see like the PowerPoint presentation. Don't make me read too much.
Nah. I'll get like bullet points, small bullet points. Like, hey, you gotta do this. You know, you're doing this wrong. Nah, but yeah. I mean, you guys will not. This is not the last time Jag is seeing me. Hopefully, you know, if you guys want to keep me around.
Hey, I already offered you the job, man.
Yeah. So
your job's here. So you've done a great. I mean, kudos to you. Just like overall, like and your parents as well. Like your upbringing. Like you're probably the most mature 18-year-old that I know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
You're up there. Well, all right, at least on camera you are. I don't know.
Yeah.
At least during working hours you are.
On the clock. On
the clock you are, and it's it's cool because we have to talk about I think insurance overall, and I'm sure. But it's funny because you're in school and we connected this way, but most people don't look at it. I don't think it's the most sexiest industry.
No.
Well, what's kind of a sexy industry in college now? Is it marketing or is it?
Super sexy industries right now. Real estate. That's like a big one. And I mean, I know a lot of guys who are like finance majors, like they want to do like financial advising, I think, and like law. You have a lot of like pre-law guys. Those are pretty attractive, like just being a real estate agent and stuff like that. But I mean, what I realized was the really sexy industries are also extremely competitive, right? Like there's so much competition to get into like real estate or law. You have a bunch of lawyers, a bunch of real estate agents, but I've never heard anyone say, "Oh, I want to be a sell insurance. I want to be a producer so bad." But to me, you know what that says? No competition. I'm gonna be one of the only guys grinding early, and by the time everyone turns around and realizes, "Yo, wait, this guy, he was ahead of his time," I'm already gonna be in here for like 6-7 years.
You're writing the playbook, man. So I mean, and I think life lesson I did now, and again, I don't know everything, but whether it's insurance or anything, most people don't figure out. They figured out pretty late that we're all in sales, right? And you carry yourself so well, like from a maturity standpoint, and you get it. So I don't care if you're studying, pre-law, real estate. Sure. You could be whatever, pharmaceuticals, doctor, lawyer. I mean, we're all in sales, and the way we carry ourselves, the way we present ourselves, like we're always on stage. Insurance just happened to be, like, I'm good with it. We need young blood like you to kind of come up.
Sure.
But I'm fine if we're still the best kept secret in the world. I'm good with that. More for us to eat.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's like only so much food out there in the world. You gotta like less people eating, the more food you get to eat. That's the type. It's kind of like the way I see it, right? And not saying that I don't want anyone to go into insurance. Like, oh, like I'm gonna gatekeep insurance, but just this is the thing that I want to do, and you know what? If anyone wants to come compete with me, then that's fine, and then we're just gonna get after it, bro.
I love it. Talk. The one thing I want to ask you, but you do have some experience as far as being on radio, correct?
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about that.
So I was broadcast journalism was like my background. So I was an anchor for the morning show for Christopher Columbus High School. CCNN Live was like.
So during homeroom,
yeah,
you were hosting it.
Yeah, I was that guy. I was like
nice.
Hey, good morning, Columbus. I'm Marcus Caligari. Like that guy. And then it kind of developed into like field reporting, and then eventually I started competing, and I found my way to win. It was my junior year, one national championship in broadcast, where we would make a news show in Seattle, Washington.
Nice.
We traveled there, and then I got 2 student Emmys because of the show, and I was it was like pretty successful, good, but just obviously kind of just evolved into this. But those skills still translate great.
No, I mean, being able to be articulate, getting uncomfortable, like this is obviously we're gonna be on the internet. Maybe our parents will watch it, right?
Yeah,
shout out to mom and dad. But over than that, like that's like an example of getting uncomfortable, doing things that are inconvenient. Most people don't want to get there, but and you could tell just being able to talk to you, like your presence and the way you speak, like it's not the norm for younger kids. So I'm excited for you, man. You got a couple weeks left, right?
Yeah.
Before you head back to Tallahassee?
Got like a month around there.
All right, cut you short. A month, 4 weeks left. But I'm excited dude, I'm more pumped up now to see where this evolves as far as like you using like you're kind of the trial, right, of this intern process, but you also set the bar pretty high. But overall for you, man, I'm excited for you. Anything you need from us, we're always here for you.
Thank you.
You got a job here when you're done, whenever you want to come back, man.
Thank you.
All right.
Means the world.
Yeah, man, for sure.
All right.